you want to sell your house and you want to know how much it'll cost to sell it, I'll show you how to find a selling house calculator online that'll estimate what it'll cost to sell your house. Hey, this is Dale Shin, LA area realtor with Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage on the Sunset Strip. Selling a house is not that easy. There's a process that has to be gone through, and there are services to help with that process. And these services charge a fee based on the purchase price of the house. There are also other costs like local city or county transfer taxes and a bunch of other things involved that help with the transaction. Basically, you need help with the transaction, and so you hire these other services to help the transaction go smoothly. And so you might wonder, how much is it going to cost to sell my house? Well, I'm going to show you how you can find online a selling house calculator or net sheet calculator so you can get an idea of what it'll cost to sell your house. So let's take a look. Alright, so here I'm at Google. I'm going to type in, let's do selling house calculator. Okay, so here we go. We got a bunch of ads at the front. Here we go. The first site is Open Door. There's a home sale calculator. You can type in your purchase price, how much the fees are, agent fees, staging and prep work, seller concessions, home ownership and overlap costs, title, escrow, notary. So they kind of give suggested amounts. It's 1% for these. And then you can fill in repairs needed to sell the home if you have that figure, as well as mortgage payment amount. And so here's kind of a net proceeds. They already did this calculation based on a $200,000 sale price, 6% agent fees, 1% for staging, 2% for seller concessions, 1% for home ownership overlap costs, 1% for title, escrow, notary, and you can fill in the rest to get a more accurate figure. And so there are a bunch of calculators you can use. Here's one from Guild Mortgage, and these look like national sites. So this one is a little bit better in that, okay, you can fill in the price, the agent commission, mortgage balance, any other liens you might have. Select the month of your closing. That's good because property taxes, you have to prorate for those, and that'll depend on when the sale actually closes because it'll be prorated through to that date. So you'll be charged up to that date, and then the buyer will be charged from that date forward. And it also has, this one has a state. You can select what state, so you can kind of narrow that down. I'm going to show you what I use, and as an agent with Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage, we have a affiliated business agreement with Equity Title. And Equity Title, what they are is they are a title insurance provider. They'll research the title of a home, make sure it's clear before you buy it, and they'll also ensure that there's not going to be any problems with the title you get, because they're going to stand on the research they do. They're going to stand behind it. So here they have a seller net sheet. They have a bunch of other handy tools, but here the seller net sheet is what I use to help people figure out what their net is going to be. So what's good about Equity Title is they're based here in California, so they're set up for California. And as you'll see, in the state, you can only choose Southern California. And then you can choose a county. And so it's only just Southern California county. So here we are in Los Angeles. I'll pick Los Angeles. The city, you can choose the different cities. And we'll just leave it at Los Angeles. And let's enter a sales price. Let's enter a median sales price, $545,000. And the estimated closing date, that's important because, as I mentioned, your property tax will be prorated through the close date. And today is November 22nd. Let's say a house is listed Monday the 25th. If you list it on Monday the 25th, let's just say it takes 30 days to get it sold. Okay? So if you list on the 25th of November, let's say you get a contract by December 25th, Christmas Day. What a great Christmas present that would be, right? And you open escrow on that day. I mean, it's not going to happen because everyone's closed, but let's just say that happens. So you enter escrow on the 25th. let's say the buyer wants 45 days to close because they are financing it. Their lender needs time to do the appraisal and all that background check and so forth. So that means that'll put you about, so January is 31 days plus the 6 days from December, so that's 37 days. That'll put us into February. 8 days into February. Well, that's actually a Saturday, and that's not going to happen. Let's say Monday. But then Monday is kind of hard to close too, so Tuesday. And the reason why I say Monday is kind of hard to close is because the lender has to fund the loan. It's not going to happen over the weekend. It will happen on a Monday, and then they're not going to be able to record at the county recorder typically on the same day. They could if they really push it, but Tuesday is usually going to be the best day that they can close in the early part of the week. Annual taxes, so that's something that you can find from your tax bill. Just enter the full amount for the year here. Let's just say it's $2,000. And buyer commission, seller commission, these are agent commissions. It's split here, so we'll just leave it at 3% for 6% total. Equity title escrow fees, we'll select include. And here on additional information, you can enter like other expenses. So if there's other commission, if you know your loan balance, and you can get that from your latest loan statement. If you have any other loans, you can enter that here. If there's other escrow fees, if you're going to pay a home warranty for your buyer, let's just say you will, because that is kind of typical. Buyers will ask that a seller pay for a 1-year home warranty, and typically it's not over $500, but we'll just put it there. If you live in an HOA, then buyers will typically ask you to pay whatever the HOA transfer fees will be. That could be like $300 to $400. We'll say you're selling a single family detached home with no HOA, so we'll leave that blank. If you have any back taxes, you can put that here. Termite inspection, if a buyer asks for it and you agree to it, then you might have to pay for the termite inspection if you don't get a free one. And then other expenses here. So we'll click calculate. Then it'll come up here with your proceeds right away, right at the top, $505,000. Out of $545,000, you will net $505,809 before deducting for any loan, because I did not put the loan balance in there. And you can expand all to see the breakdown of all these costs. So you get at the $505,000, $800,000, $10,000 basically from equity title and closing costs. That totals about $1,700. I'm just going to round up for everything. And you'll see what the breakdown is. Owner's title insurance. So here in Southern California, it's customary for the seller to pay for the buyer's title insurance. And that'll cover the buyer, but not the buyer's lender. The buyer's lender's title insurance coverage is separate, and that is typically paid for by the buyer. And so you'll see here that those are the costs for the title insurance. There's some other fees like an inspection fee, $50. Then there's fee for escrow, saying it's $988. There's a $20 notary fee included in that. Then these third-party fees are for things like recording at the county recorder, and then the county transfer tax. Here in LA, you pay a county transfer tax, no state tax. State will be with your income taxes. So that's about $600. The city transfer tax is kind of expensive. You can see here it's about almost $2,500. So total city and county transfer tax are $3,082. And just FYI, county taxes are charged at $1.10 per $1,000, or 0.11%. And City of LA tax is $4.50 per $1,000. I think that's 0.45%. And different cities will charge different amounts. I think City of LA is the most expensive, $4.50. I think City of Santa Monica is like $3 per $1,000, and so forth. So those are local taxes that are included in these. And these are called closing costs. Costs that the cost to sell your house, basically. Here, taxes, prorated taxes due. This is the property tax. So this seems pretty low, but because it's through to February 8th, it's prorated to this amount. So selling costs, this is the real estate agent commissions. So if you're doing it for sale by owner, obviously you would save this amount. And there you go. So here's the, oh, and then here we go with the additional selling cost, which is the $500 home warranties that you're going to pay for the buyer. So here at the bottom again is the net proceeds, what you will net after all these closing costs are deducted. Oh yeah, and at the bottom here you can email it to yourself or print it out so that you can have this record and refer to it later. So as you'll see here, the print window opens up right away, so you can print it out, and it comes in a little different format. And here it is also on screen. You can kind of save this as a PDF if you right click and print, and then here we go back at this window, you can save as PDF usually. So I hope that was helpful. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up. If you didn't, give a thumbs down. Please let me know why. Hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time new videos hit. This is Dale Shin, LA area realtor, Coldwell Banker, residential brokerage on the Sunset Strip. You have a great day.